Hey everyone, this is Larry with Today I Feel Like. Today we are going to review the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. That's right, I've had this phone for a few weeks now and I have some thoughts. So let's jump into it, check it out, and here we go. Now, as many of you may know, I am a photographer and filmmaker, and so when I buy a new phone, what matters to me is the cameras. That is what I care most about and how they perform, but I know that's not everyone and others want to know about some of the other specs. So let's quickly go over some of the other specs of the Galaxy Z Flip 4 so that we can then talk about what I like and don't like about this phone. Alright, so first off, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 is a foldable phone that has a 6.7-inch screen on the inside. It also has a 120 Hz refresh rate, and the exterior screen is 1.9 inches and it's made out of Gorilla Glass Victus Plus. You also have storage options of 128, 256, and 512 gigs. However, there is no expandable storage. There is also a 3700 milliamp hour battery with 25 watt fast charging and wireless fast charging and wireless power share. So if your phone goes dead, or if somebody else's phone goes dead, or your watch goes dead, or your earbuds go dead, you can actually turn on wireless power share and help power those other devices up by simply setting them on your phone. Now, this phone has both a single nano SIM tray and an eSIM support, so you can use two different lines on the phone at the same time, so you can have a physical SIM card and an eSIM card. Now, you also have a fingerprint reader on the side of the phone so that you can use your fingerprint for authentication. You also have Face ID. The phone runs Android 12 One UI 4.1 straight out of the box, and it's IPX8 water resistant. Now, it is important to mention that this phone, while it's water resistant, is not dust resistant. So even if you get it wet, make sure you probably don't want to take this thing to the desert and get it all dusty. Now, you also get 12 megapixel stills from the rear cameras, both with the wide angle and the ultra wide angle lenses. The wide angle lens has a f1.8 aperture lens on there. It's a 1.8 aperture lens, and the ultra wide is a f2.2 aperture lens. And the selfie camera is a 10 megapixel camera with a f2.4 aperture. All right, so those are the specs of the phone. Those are all the most pertinent specs. Now let's talk about what I like and what I don't like about this phone. Now, the first thing that I like about this phone is, well, the most obvious, and that is it is a foldable phone. And when it is folded up, it fits nicely into your pocket because it's folded in half. However, when it's unfolded, it is the size of a full-size candy bar shaped smartphone with a 6.7-inch screen. Now, this next feature that I like is probably the most important one and the one that got me to actually buy this phone, and that is the cover display. The cover display allows you, when using the cameras, to shoot with the rear cameras, the good cameras, for both photo and video, and see yourself so you can properly compose your shot while using the phone's best cameras. Also, unlike the Z Flip 3 and the original Z Flip, the Z Flip 4 allows you to tap the cover screen to see the entire frame of your photo or video. Now, another thing that I like about the cover screen of the Z Flip 4 is that this year it is much more functional. You can do things on the cover screen that you couldn't do in years before, like adjust some of your display settings, turn airplane mode off and on, and use Samsung Wallet so you don't have to open your phone when you want to use mobile pay. All right, this is a quick sample of 4K video from the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. This is also just using the built-in microphones of the phone. So yeah, this is what you can expect. Now, I like the cameras pretty much. The only things that I would really like different on here is I would really like to have some sort of zoom. I would like 10x, but I'll take 3x. Also, I would like to be able to shoot 24p and the standard camera app. Instead, I have to switch over to the Pro mode. So I would really like to be able to shoot 24p and the standard video mode, but I can still get it as long as I switch over to the video mode. All right, one last thing I want to test and give a sample here is for portrait video. Let's go take a look at that. All right, so now I'm shooting with portrait video here. Now, portrait video is pretty cool on here. From what I've seen so far when I've played with it, the edge detection is actually really pretty good, and you get some nice looking footage, especially if you have some room behind you, so you get some nice depth. The one issue that I have with portrait video is that it only shoots in 1080p. I shoot everything in 4K, sometimes 8K, so 1080p is really not what I want out of this. So I would really like to see an update allowing us to shoot portrait video in 4K. That would be pretty cool. So anyways, this is a quick sample of shooting portrait video with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. Also, I'm shooting with the included built-in microphones of the Z Flip 4. So now on to the bad. And one of the main things that I like about this phone is also one of the main things that I don't like about this phone, and that is the cameras. The cameras are just decent. They're not bad, but they're not great. They're just decent. One of the things that I really wish this phone had was a nice zoom. See, I'm coming from the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra that had that really great zoom, and the Z Flip 4 does not have a zoom at all. It just has the wide angle lens and the ultra wide angle lens. I really wish Samsung would offer us a version of this phone with a zoom. I would gladly pay a bit more, whether it be $100 or $200 more, to actually have a better camera array. Because sometimes when I'm out shooting, it's great if you're turning around and you're just vlogging. That wide angle lens and ultra wide angle lens, they work fantastic. However, sometimes you just want to be able to get and pull, you want to get that reach. You want to pull something that's out there a little bit closer in, and you can't do it with this phone because there's no zoom, and the digital zoom on here looks horrific. Now, another thing that I don't like about the Z Flip 4 is it does not have DeX. That's right, if you're used to using one of the other Samsung devices that offers DeX and that was a feature you liked, well, you probably already know that you are losing it when you move to the Z Flip 4. That's right, if you like to use your smartphone as a laptop, you can't do it with the Z Flip 4. If you want that feature and a foldable phone, you're going to have to move up to the Z Fold series. Lastly, I really wish the Z Flip 4 had better battery life. They did improve the Z Flip 4 from the previous generation, giving it a 3700 milliamp hour battery, which does provide longer battery life than the Z Flip 3. However, I would much prefer if it had a larger battery like a 4200 or 4500 milliamp hour battery to give you true all-day performance with heavy usage. Now, to be perfectly fair and honest, I almost am always around power, whether it be in the house or in the car or even have an external power bank, but it would be nice for those times when you're not able to have power with you and you're out all day and you're taking a lot of photos and a lot of video, or maybe you're using a lot of GPS. It would be really, really great to have true all-day performance and not have to worry about your battery going down. So finally, I have to say that I think the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 is probably the best EDC smartphone out today. It's small, it's foldable, it has an external cover screen that allows you to vlog comfortably and confidently, and it has a fast processor so that you can game on it. The phone can shoot and edit in 4K, and it can pretty much do anything that the other high-end flagship phones can do. Now, its cameras do fall a bit short because there's no zoom on it and you don't get DeX like some of the other high-end Samsung phones. But if those things are not important to you, this phone will make you more than happy. Not to mention just the straight up cool factor of having a phone that folds in half and fits in your pocket. That's just straight up awesome. So anyways, there you have it. That's it. That is my look at the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. I'm going to leave a link to it down below in the video description so that you can check it out if you're interested. I'm also going to leave links to my Amazon page and my social media contacts so that you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.